In this project, we will examine narcissism in the movie American Beauty. In the film, we meet Angela Hayes, the vain friend of the main character's daughter, Jane. Right off the bat, you can tell she is overly confident and narcissistic. She mentions she has sex with many men and is not afraid to brag about it. She believes she is model material and deserves attention from everyone. First, I'm going to tell you a little bit about narcissism. It is a cluster B personality disorder. This disorder usually consists of impulsive, overly dramatic, and highly emotional behavior. People with narcissism overly exaggerate their achievements, believe they are better than everyone else, and are unable to see things from others' point of view. So, how is Angela narcissistic, you ask? She exaggerates her achievements throughout the movie by talking about the many men she has had sex with. For example, in one scene, she brags about sleeping with a well-known photographer. Angela also shows a lack of empathy for her friend Jane by constantly criticizing her new boyfriend and making inappropriate remarks about Jane's dad. An example of this is the scene where Angela discusses hooking up with her best friend's dad, despite the fact that Jane is clearly uncomfortable with it. These are a few quotes from the movie that further show Angela's narcissism. In the first quote, she mentions that he didn't even look at her once. The second quote, she says, "If people I don't even know look at me and want to F me, it means I really have a shot at being a model." And in the third one, she says, "It's okay, I'm used to guys drooling over me. It started when I was about 12. I'd go out to dinner with my parents every Thursday night, Red Lobster. Every guy there would stare at me when I walked in, and I knew what they were thinking, just like I knew the guys at school thought about me when they jerked off." In the last scene of the movie, Angela comes close to having sex with her friend's father, and the last minute reveals that she is actually a virgin. This is a moment of vulnerability, where she lets her walls down and shows that she has not been honest about her experiences. She then chats with the dad in the kitchen and is actually very personable and nice towards the father. She asks him how he is doing, which shows she has an interest in someone besides herself. This is an example of a time when she is not narcissistic. Narcissistic personality disorder is unavailable to be treated with medication. Instead, they use psychotherapy. Psychotherapy is also called talk therapy, which helps people suffering to relate to others and understand people better, to have more rewarding and intimate relationships. In this therapy, patients can learn to understand what drives their emotions in competition with others. It can also help people to know what is the cause of their distrust toward others and despised feelings of themselves. This treatment may take several years since personality traits can be difficult to change. Confidentiality is one ethical concern associated with psychotherapy. Another is that the patient may not be ready to face their problem and the therapy could do more harm than good. In American Beauty, we believe that narcissism is portrayed fairly accurately and shown in a character who is easy to relate with, a popular teenage girl. The movie shows many of the symptoms of narcissism in Angela, and we believe they are accurately shown. We think this film may influence people to think that narcissism is really all a show put on to mask insecurity. This is shown at the very end when Angela cries after being told she is ugly and ordinary, and then goes on to reveal that she is a virgin. This shocking revelation shows a side we didn't expect from Angela. Personality disorders aren't controllable and are hard to deal with when trying to cope. Angela's character was a good case of narcissism and was very clear to diagnose.